guy in one of the little tug vehicles. Out onto the apron. Wow, there's a lot of aircraft out here. This is incredible.
So yeah, we have probably about 900 aircraft that are based here. They're not always all here at the same time, but 900 that are based here. So this is the east side of the airport. So this is kind of where you'll find most of the flight schools. So one of our larger flight schools, as you may have seen coming in, is Aspen Flying Club. So a lot of their aircraft are here. So you can start from ground school and then go up through your single engine and then instructor type certification. I don't think they have yet any multi-engine. They may. I haven't looked at their inventory lately. But Jet Center, so provides their hangar space as well as some administrative offices.
Wow.
This is one of the Key Lime aircraft. This is a Dornier jet.
That's
so
cool.
Looks like they're getting it all ready to load it up, or at least go pick up something. But it's kind of a cool looking, sharp looking small jet.
That's pretty cool.
Some snacks there.
That's interesting how a jet that small uses the actual jet engine. It's not propeller powered. I don't think I've ever seen a jet designed like that before.
So this is Boom Aero. This is their office. You can kind of see their inside office. And they used to have some little models in their window. But
Amen to that.
Independence Aviation, so they specialize in the Cirrus SR-22. Husband has one just like that, but
that's cool.
But it's red. Okay, so this guy's gonna go.
Is that a Cessna?
Cessna 182.
Oh,
That's a cute little plane.
But anyway, so this is kind of the heart of the airport.
Comes someone into land, looks like.
And so this is the Alpha 8 connector. So oftentimes if we have an aircraft that declares an airborne emergency, I mean, it could be anything that they don't have gear locked down, or their indicators maybe indicate that their gear hasn't been locked down, or they have smoke in the cockpit, they have an ill passenger. There's a lot of things. They'll declare an in-flight emergency of whatever degree, and then airport operations will coordinate bringing in the emergency response equipment. So that could be a fire truck in the event of an anticipated crash. It could be ambulance and specialized medical services for someone that has passed out on a plane or has some type of illness, as well as sheriffs and other emergency response will come with us. But airport operations are Port 5.
Cool.
whose hangar is this?
I was just going to ask that question.
What are all the banners?
I was going to say, there's a ton of banners.
This may be
that's cool.
either Mayo, or not Mayo, but I think this is Anschutz.
That's hilarious watching that little plane get towed. Oh, wow, that's amazing. Check out that plane right there. This is awesome. I'm having the time of my life right now.
So yeah.
There's a lot of stuff out here.
Okay, that guy's firing up, so I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah, I wouldn't advise probably going behind him if he's firing up his engines. These are some pretty impressive aircraft.
First time I took the boys to the perfect landing. stroller, barely walking.
Oh my goodness.
I had to haul him up the circular staircase.
Yeah, well, we have the elevator.
I think they can do by themselves now.
Notice you guys got some pretty advanced snow removal.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
cool.
Those are some big pieces of snow removal
Coming
machinery.
through, and he landed here.
Oh,
I used to work at Teletech
Oh,
across the
cool,
street.
cool.
Notice you guys got some pretty big snow removal machinery.
Yeah, so actually, these used to be Airport Authority snow plows, and then once they, for the airport, they're depreciated and they reach, for us, the end of their logical usable life. We'll put them up for auction, and most of the FBOs will compete to buy them. When we have snow and ice removal,
That's an Oshkosh.
the FBOs are responsible to plow their own surface areas, and then we concentrate on the connectors and the taxiways and the runways to keep them
won
open.
a lot of awards for that.
We have 14, as a matter of fact. I think you may have seen the hardware in the Wright Brothers room there, but yeah, 14-time winner.
You guys are smart for picking Oshkosh for your equipment, because that stuff's pretty tough.
Well,
That's some tough
Director
equipment.
Zarlingo, who's our director of maintenance, he's got some pretty high standards and expectations for equipment, so he keeps our maintenance facility running smoothly. So this is the new Airbus helicopter for Children's Hospital. And remember, we talked about one of the types of operations we have. We have medical operations, medevac. So this is on standby, hot standby for anything with Children's Hospital. You can also see the King Air here for Flight for Life.
Whoa.
So they also have a Lear, and then they have some other
Got a little bit of everything.
Twin Beaches. So
Wow.
So is the team in one of the hangars hanging out?
I think the Flight for Life guys, that's their hangar there, so you can kind of see the little Flight for Life and the team. The folks are there. And then this is the Cenntennial Airport Lions Club. So every Friday from 11 until 1 o'clock, Miss Gwen, who is our Director of Administration, marshals the Lions in, and they sell hamburgers, hot dogs, and brats. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it's all to benefit the Lions Club and their charities. So anyway, so this hangar number 7 belongs to number 7, Mr. Elway. So
What other hangar number would he have?
I know there's a rumor.
I was just gonna say that.
There's the rumor that we renumbered the entire airport, so that could happen.
No.
Anyway,
In this town, that could happen.
well,
Wouldn't be
you know,
surprised.
I'm just like on, even in rumors, there's an element of truth. So,
That's true.
here comes a cool-looking little plane. Let's see if we can get out and take a peek.
Yeah, I saw him popping out over here. Little.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
He's
what
got
is
his,
that?
it's German. He's got his Orthodox cross.
That's a cool little aircraft.
I'm not familiar.
Oh, look at that.
That's a neat little aircraft.
There's so many, vintage, both domestic and
That's
foreign.
cool.
But yeah,
This is pretty cool.
we
It's
could look
riding
up.
with the convertible.
Yeah, we could look up the. I can't see the real tail number. It's kind of small.
This is pretty impressive.
So remember we talked about those 3 octagonal buildings, so you can see this
There's
is the
one of them.
original one here.
So when you showed us a picture, was that building the,
That was the biggest one on the end.
yeah, and wasn't it one of these was like a Cessna dealership?
Actually, all 3 of them were. So this was a showroom as well as the Perfect
That's
Landing.
so cool.
So, and this is where we're going to have lunch. So as we finish up our tour
Jet
here,
Center fuel.
I will.
Yeah, you guys weren't kidding when you say you use a lot of fuel, because there's the big tankers there, and a bunch of small trailer units.
So this aircraft here is, I can't remember what the number is, but it's Victor Alpha, stands for Victory Air. So this is the Furniture Row racing plane.
And the Jet Center maybe fuel.
So Cenntennial Airport is also an international airport. So we have U.S. Customs and Border Protection. We have 2 agents on duty to help you with all that paperwork.
I did not know that.
So, and in some cases extract some money from you depending on the size of your aircraft. So, down this way is we have more hangar space and flight schools.
So I got a question for you. I'm not sure if you know the answer, but with the yellow flashing lights, does that mark a intersection to a runway? Is that what it
No, what
marks?
those are called, they're called guard lights, or we
Uh-huh.
just call them wigwags. And what it is, it's an added safety feature because you see where it's red and it says 3-5 right?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff, and then there's a dash line there.
Uh-huh.
So that's what's called the hold short line.
Oh.
So as you come across there, the tower may tell you to hold short.
You hold short at that spot.
Right, and so sometimes, if you're, it's just, if you have a blinking light, it helps make that line demarcation a little more obvious.
Huh. There's something I've learned today. That's an interesting looking aircraft.
Yeah, I think it's a Mitsubishi.
I don't think I've ever seen an aircraft that sits that low.
Yeah,
The belly flop.
Yeah,
I was
they
gonna
used to
say.
be kind of popular. These back in the old days, before everything was electronic bank transfers, but they would haul checks. Banks would load them all up, and
So it was essentially an armored money truck in the sky.
Well, they were
Kind of.
checks.
Yeah.
Checks that crap.
Oh, wow.
I've always wanted to sit in one of those real life simulators that's on like the
Well,
huge
we're gonna
shocks.
Come back.
So
Well, we're
is
going
your
to take a pass, and
flying
there,
it?
you can go after lunch. So
I might. That's always been a dream of mine to try one of those simulators.
So they will take a quick pass, and we'll just do a little snooping.
This is so cool.
So, there's the boom jet that you can play
Oh,
with.
there it is.
Oh, that is
Oh,
cool.
wow.
So, and you can see there's different stations. You can learn about flight and Bernoulli and all that kind of good stuff. But,
Some cool little planes.
so, and here's the Independence Aviation. You can get in, you can set in the aircraft. And
This is so cool.
and there's the simulators you can see over there.
Wow. That's awesome.
So, and then what's really cool is, you can have your events here, and you've got the beautiful view of the crosswind runway. So.
That's awesome. I'm just watching planes all day long. I could just see myself just sitting here and just watching them all day long take off and land.
And so the Black Sky Gallery will be over here, and it'll be a mirror image of it. So
Nice.
I'm guessing since it's going to be space oriented, that their hangar door will open from the roof. But anyway.
Who knows? Then you'd have to design whatever planes would land in there. You'd have to design them for vertical takeoff and landing.
Absolutely.
And there's not many out there that can do that. The only aircraft that I know of that can do that is probably the Ospreys or a helicopter. Those are the only two I know of that can do vertical takeoff and landing. Well, technically a Hydra jump jet can also do that.
Hi, Allie. It's Deborah Smith from the Airport Authority. How are you?
This is so cool. It's interesting.
And they also do a tour of the airport as well. So, and they have a van. So. Hey, Allie, again, it's Deborah Smith from the airport. I had a 12:30 reservation, and I just want to let you know we'll be running about 10 minutes late. It's Deborah Smith. All right, thanks. Bye.
This is just awesome. I've said that like 5 times, and oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
Well, I got some more awesomeness to show you. So
All right.
That's why I let them know we're going to be a little bit late. So.
All right.
'Cause the perfect landing on weekends just gets so
Oh,
crazy.
I can only imagine.
And it's like, if you're not there, they'll give your seat away.
It's not good. Yeah, I noticed. I just think it's amazing how you guys have like all the small jets come in, and then there's all like the small like turboprops and stuff like that.
I'm sorry?
I was wondering where we purchased this package.
Yeah. It's like a crisis center.
This is
Yeah, the crisis center.
Yeah.
waiting to do this for a long time.
Whoops.
There we go. Whoa. Quick on the turn there.
So you didn't end up on a runway.
No, I just didn't want to take out the light pole there because then Dave would beat me up. Runway I got, so.
And it wouldn't be good to be on the runway either.
Well, without clearance, yes, then we would become a statistic. We would become incursions.
Yeah. No kidding.
No, I control the news and the media around here.
Well, that's the good news. So if they tried to, if they tried to send it out, it's like you'd be like, nope, you're not putting this on the news. This is so much fun.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh. Wow. There's that guy again.
He's doing his run-up. So we have several run-up areas where the aircraft can go through their checklist to make sure everything works, carburetor heat, manifold pressure, all that stuff before you take off. Because
that's smart.
once you take off, it's kind of hard to...
You don't really have a choice to change your mind. Yeah.
They still make that carburetor things.
I was just about to suggest that, like, I was literally just about to say that, like, they still make carbureted planes, and I was thinking everything switched to fuel injection by now.
Yeah, we have a little bit of everything. We have some super old vintage aircraft, as well as the new
Modern kid on the block, all the modern equipment.
So we're going to driving parallel to the crosswind runways. So it's a little bit shorter. It's about 4,800 feet by 75 feet wide.
How long is the main runway?
The main runway is 100 feet wide by 10,000 feet long.
That's incredible.
So you can kind of see the backside of Sierra Nevada, and so a little better view of the wings hangar. And so if you guys are going to go there after lunch or something, you just follow the back of the airport around. That's to Potomac, and then come around like you're going to be on County Line Road, and you'll see the entrance.
Wow. And like there's your mosquito-looking plane right there. Those sit up really high.
It's like those John Deere cedar things.
Yeah, the big John Deere, the
air tractors?
We're talking about like the spraying equipment,
Oh, okay.
not the air tractors. And that's something I was just thinking about with the small A610 air tractor aircraft, because I was just thinking about the Disney Planes movies with where it shows one
Cenntennial
of
ground system 7 Alpha Bravo's finishing run at Charlie 1.
That guy?
Cessna 7 Alpha Bravo, runway 10, taxiway Charlie 1, wind 190 at 3.
We just have to wait for this
7
guy.
Alpha Bravo, we're at Charlie 1.
All right. This guy over here.
Yes, sir, I've got you in sight, runway 10, taxiway Charlie 1. Runway 10, taxi via Charlie 1, 7 Alpha Bravo. Cessna 7 Alpha Bravo, monitor 10.
I don't know what half of the things they're saying even mean.
Towers on 118.9. 118.9, 7 Alpha Bravo. Thank you.
I could barely understand what half of those numbers even meant.
Now, radio calls are tough.
Yeah.
You don't have a background in them, and then some people, when they talk, they sound like they have marbles in their mouth.
Yeah, and then of course ATZ requires the full read back.
Well, and that's good, because
Well, yeah, that's a good
sometimes what
thing.
you hear and what you process are not the same.
Right, so that's why they say full read back required, which makes sense. Cause you
So
want-
here is the, no, that's a PC. It's a lattice. That we could see the Super Tucano.
This is so cool. Ooh, big aircraft in there.
Secret squirrel.
This just looks like one of the maintenance guys in front
So
of us.
this is the Charlie 5 run-up area. So this would be where aircraft do all of their run-ups. We built this so it kind of alleviates some of the congestion, so not a lot of people.
So there's not like a traffic jam with aircraft.
Well, and also when you do a run-up, you run the engines up to 100%, so it
Full
also
throttle.
blows dust, and you saw how dense the parking was back there, so you get someone that's blowing rocks on your airplane.
And it's also noisy.
Yeah.
It's very noisy.
So, and this is the compass rose, so if you're looking to check out your compass headings, you can park aircraft there. But here's
That's
our
cool.
here's our race car track.
You guys have everything. You guys have everything here.
These are like the ones Alex runs.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, in the one that Alex runs, which is custom made, it looks like that thing is still bolted together with just zip ties, a few nuts and bolts, and some duct tape.
Fast.
Pretty crazy.
Jerry, remember we did the indoor one?
Yeah.
Football party once?
I do remember that. And I remember I would not go to full throttle, but once I hit that final straightaway, I'd go full speed, and I think I made the mistake once where I just plowed straight into the wall.
So here you go. This little guy's taking off.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, he's got a retractable.
Spun out in the middle of the grass. Kirby and Alice.
This is so cool. Oh my gosh. This is the best way to spend an afternoon.
Firing up their Pilatus.
And of course, it's crazy. I've been building Legos for the past 2 days, and then this.
Yeah, you can tell it's Secret Squirrel, only one window.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do not look directly in that window.
That's true.
Wow.
Sounds like Mike knows this dance.
He knows it well.
Work over by Peterson, so we got all kinds of cool stuff out.
Oh, Peterson Air Force Base? Yeah, that was one of my first stations back when I was a baby airman. I used to be with the 2163rd Comm Squadron. Used to love driving to Cheyenne Mountain on a wintry day.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that was
You can
fun.
stay on the road and make it all the way up.
Yeah, that's right. If that's the operative there. So, all right. So, any questions? I mean, so far, something that you wanted to see but didn't get to see?
Great.
One thing I thought we were going to see, but it's okay that we didn't, was that I thought we were going to go past the fire station for the fire response.
Well,
But I
our
can
fire station is right there on Peoria. Off of,
Oh.
it's on our property, but you guys drove by it on the way in.
Oh, I didn't
Where
realize.
Isaac played lacrosse in that tennis bubble and they had the massive fire station next to it.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You've been there.
Well, if you guys are interested, I don't know if I could pull it off today, but if you took my business card, let me know, and I can reach out to South Metro and arrange a tour. You can just pop in and look at all the ARF.
If I ever got the chance to do that, I'd be happy to see that, because I've always wanted to see those giant pieces of firefighting equipment. I mean, like, you guys, you have really big equipment, but it's not, like, huge. Like, I've seen what, like, DIA's got, and they've got big equipment, but you guys also have very large equipment
Well,
for
they have
firefighting.
they have big equipment, and they have a lot of it because they have some pretty big aircraft. That
Oh,
come in,
yeah.
So.
If you get a double decker that catches on.
Oh,
Oh,
heck yeah.
jeez. I've seen some of there where they've got, like, massive, like, 8-wheel drive fire trucks that have booms on the top that can reach, like, 100 feet into the air and spray the water over a 600-foot span. Right, but they have them just in case. And there's the fueling area for fueling up the trucks. So, I notice how you use the tankers to get the fuel to the planes, but do you guys have your own tank farm here for the fuel?
Yeah, we have 4 fuel farms, and so the tanks are underground.
Uh-huh.
And then so we also have a self-fueling station. So if you have or you have a high-wing aircraft that has the fuel tanks on the top,
Right.
like a Cessna, some
Uh-huh.
of these that you've seen around here.
Right.
You can go there with a credit card and a step ladder and fuel it yourself.
It's just like fueling up a car.
Right, or
Only using a lot more volatile fuel, because jet fuel is very flammable.
you can have a truck come to you. So if you fuel it yourself, if you are able to, meaning your aircraft will permit you to do it, it's a little bit cheaper.
Right, then you have to pay for the fees of using the truck,
But the big planes you have
like
to
these.
So look at all these cool cars here.
Man,
When you own the team, you buy a banner.
that's a nice Land Rover.
And a cool Cadillac to go with
Yeah,
it.
that's right.
And of course, a couple of private jets.
Yep.
Can't go wrong with a couple of private jets.
You want to go see your team.
Wow, this is so cool. Yeah, I can understand how that humming noise from the radio gets annoying.
Yeah, I think that's what I down or something in there. So I think this was Westar Aviation, but I think Anschutz has.
This is so cool.
So what I'm going to do, if that's okay, is I'm going to drop you guys off airside.
All right.
And you can walk in like a boss, and then go upstairs.
Absolutely.
Go upstairs, and then the reservation is under Deborah Smith, and then I'm going to park the vehicle, and I'll just meet you up there, and then I'll pick you guys back up after dinner, and we'll take you to your car, or if there's anything else that you want to see that we discussed during lunch. And again, lunch is on the airport, so anything that you want.
That was
Start
awesome.
with dessert.
Well, you know, I'm on that boat with you, Mike.
I was gonna say, I'm on the same boat as Mike back there.
Should we bring our bags and things?
You can actually just leave all of that, and you can leave purses and stuff, because...
Well, one thing I'm definitely taking with me is my camera, because I really want to keep that safe.